we saw the combined loading case in the previous class, correct? So here, member, first we will take up member subjected to axial and torsional load. Okay, please look at the screens, right? Okay, so here this is a member, this is the member that we have taken, and it is subjected to a load P, axial load. P axial load is the load which is acting along the axis of the member, and also at the same time it is subjected to torsional load, or it is subjected to twist. Okay, essentially shaft, it's a twist. Okay, so using, and you will have anyway area of cross section will be known depending upon the type of cross section. So when you have a member which is subjected to axial and torsion, then we can find out the normal stress sigma by using equation P by area of cross section. And since it is subjected to the torsional load, we have to find out shear stress, which is given by 16T by pi d cube. Okay, are you there with me? So these equations are there in 1.1D, page number 2, rather 1.1A in page number 2. Okay, so when you have member subjected to axial load and torsion, so find out stress and tau, see normal stress and tau using the basic equations, and then substitute them into equation of combined loading, that is sigma 1 comma 2 is equal to half of sigma plus or minus root sigma square plus 4 tau square. Okay, are you with me? Okay, so this sigma in this case is load by area of cross section, and this tau is given by 16T by pi d cube. So substitute these two values of sigma and tau in the combined loading equation, and then find out the maximum and minimum principal stresses. Similarly, now in the second case, the member is subjected to bending and torsion. So when it is subjected to bending, that means the load will be transverse load. Okay, this force into perpendicular distance L will give you the value of what? The value of bending moment, correct? So that means it induces bending stress. That is, the effect of bending moment is to bend the member like that. So the stress induced is bending stress. So the bending stress sigma B is given by what? M into Y by I, that is also equal to bending moment divided by section modulus. At the same time, it is subjected to torsional moment T, so therefore shear stress is equal to 16T by pi d cube. Okay, so this equation is given by 1.1b in page number 2 of your data handbook. And now, after finding out bending stress and shear stress from this, substitute these values into combined loading equation, get the value of maximum and minimum principal stresses sigma 1 and sigma 2 when you have the transverse load and torsional moment given at the same time. Next case is going to be when a member is subjected to axial load and also the transverse load. So the axial load will give us normal stress, transverse load will give us bending stress. So in such case, sigma axial or normal stress is given by load by area of cross section, and the bending stress sigma B is given by M by Z. So how do we find out this M? That is given by F into L, force into perpendicular distance divided by section modulus, depending upon whether it is circular, hollow circular, or rectangular cross section. We can use the equation for Z and calculate sigma B. Okay, so sigma, this resultant stress, that is sigma total, in this case is given by sigma axial plus sigma bending. Okay, so this sigma axial plus sigma bending is what you need to substitute in combined loading equation in here. Okay, right. Next case is member subjected to axial, bending, and torsion. All the three loads are acting. This is axial load, this is the transverse load F, and torsional moment T. In such case, find out sigma axial given by load by area of cross section. Then find out bending stress, that is equal to F into L, that is moment divided by section modulus will give you bending stress. So therefore sigma total is equal to sigma axial plus sigma bending. Okay, this is the sigma total, and also the member is subjected to torsional moment. So therefore, shear stress tau is given by 16T by pi d cube. Okay, so now substitute sigma total into this equation and tau also into combined loading equation and get the values of sigma 1 and sigma 2 and also tau max. Are you with me? When you have different cases like this is how you need to get the equation, find out the stresses, then get the maximum and minimum principal stresses and also the maximum shear stress is how we need to find out. Are you there with me? Could you understand? Any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Fine. So first case is axial and torsional load. Second case we saw was transverse load and torsional moment. Third case was member subjected to axial and bending. Okay, in such case, you will have total stress will be sum of axial stress and bending stress. When you have axial and transverse load and also torsional moment, so they find out sigma axial, sigma bending, sum of sigma axial and sigma bending will give you the total or resultant stress. Then tau is given by 16T by pi d cube. Substitute sigma total and tau into the equation of principal stresses and find out sigma 1 and sigma 2. Are you with me now? Are you with me? Okay. Are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Please note down these figures, these equations. Okay. Please note down them. Please note down neatly, clearly. If anything is not clear on your screens, let me know. So when you have both axial and bending stresses, you have to sum them and that sigma total has to be substituted in principal stress equation given by half of sigma plus or minus root sigma square plus 4 tau square. Okay. Are you noting down?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Meantime, we'll take the attendance. The date 14th. Answer a roll call. 1. Sai Sumant.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
2.
Yes, sir.
3.
Present, sir.
4. 5.
Yes, sir.
6.
Present, sir.
7,
Present, sir.
8,
Present, sir.
9,
Yes, sir.
10,
Present, sir.
11,
Yes, sir.
12, Chinmay, Chandan Swarup, where are you traveling?
Sir, present, sir.
Where are you, man?
Sir, last class, due to some network
Huh?
issue, I could not be logged rejoin.
Where?
Sir, last class, due to some network issue, I can't. I am
Where
not
are
able
you
to rejoin.
now? Right now, where are you? Are you in front of the book or you are outside? Hmm?
Sir, present, sir.
Where are you, man?
Sir, in home, sir.
Hmm.
Some reason.
Charishma?
Yes, sir.
Charishma?
Present, sir.
Darshan?
Present, sir.
17? Ibad Kausar?
Present, sir.
18?
Present, sir.
19?
Present, sir.
20? 21? 22?
Present, sir.
23?
Yes, sir.
24? 25? 26? Avasti? 27? 30? 31? 32? 33?
Present, sir.
34?
Yes, sir.
35?
Present, sir.
34, sir.
Okay, man.
Sir, 34.
Okay, man. How many times, you are more worried about attendance, huh? Nikhil?
Present, sir.
No, sir,
36?
it's lagging a little bit.
Okay. 36? Vagmesh? 38? 39? 40?
Yes, sir.
41?
Yes, sir.
42? Pinto? 43?
Yes, sir.
44?
Present, sir.
45? 46? 47?
Yes, sir.
48?
Yes, sir.
49? Satish Shankar? Satish Shankar?
Yes, sir.
What Satish Shankar? Last two classes, where were you?
Yes, sir.
You were there or not there?
So network issue, sir.
You have to rectify and keep these
Network
things
issues.
ready. You cannot blame anyone. You have to write the exam this
I'm
time.
using.
Okay?
No, sir. I'm using.
Next time,
No,
no
no.
blaming, nothing. Everybody has given this thing, so you have to,
Okay, sir.
you will be writing the exam, so you have to rectify all these things. 50, Saurabh Praveen,
Oh.
Shivam Kumar,
Present, sir.
Sundariyal,
Yes, sir,
Shaman
present.
Saluja,
Present, sir.
55, 56,
Present, sir.
57, 58, 59, 60,
Yes, sir.
61, 62, Vipan Singh, Vivek, yes. Milan Chaudhary. Mole Patti.
Present, sir.
Saksham Singh. Saksham Singh.
Present, sir. Present, sir. Present.
Saksham Singh, are you there?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Suddenly 3 have joined. Huh? What is this? Chaitanya Patel,
Yes, sir.
Mahesh Madiwal, Nishant, Ramesh, Shashank, Akshat.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Sir, Shashank.
Yes, sir.
Enre Shashank, ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ರಿ ಇಷ್ಟ್ ದಿನ?
ಸರ್ ಊರಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೆ ಸರ್.
ಊರಲ್ಲಿದ್ರೆ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ತಂದ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರ?
ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಸರ್, ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ, ಅದ್ ಇನ್ನೇನ್ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಅದ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗೋಯ್ತು. ಈ ಸರಿ ಆ ರೀಸನ್ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ.
ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಸರ್.
ಹೂನಪ್ಪ, ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಜಿನೈನಾಗ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಹುಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಈ ಸರಿ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಅದು ಇದು ಅಂತ ಯಾರು ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇದನ್ನ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸಾರ್ಟ್ ಔಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಕೆಲ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು? ಇಲ್ಲ ಸುಮ್ನೆನಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಹೋಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಮನೇಲಿ ಇದೀನಿ.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ದಿನ ಬೇಕಾ? ಒಂದು ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ 15 ದಿನ ಬೇಕಾ? ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ. ಅಕ್ಷತ್ PS. ಅಕ್ಷತ್.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sautrik Roy. Mahima Raj. Mahima.
Present, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, hope I think you have noted down.
Sir, you missed my attendance, sir.
N Sharan, what is the number?
32, sir.
32. Can I miss? N Sharan, I called you, I say. When did you join?
Sir.
You joined late?
No, sir.
Yeah, I called you. You did not answer. Anyway, okay. Done.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So, excuse me, sir. Nitin is 38, sir.
Okay, so we'll come back. Note down the problem now.
Sir, Nitin is 38.
What is this, I say? Huh?
Sir, sorry, sir. I was in the washroom.
Wow, that is what, before 8:30, you should all finish your washroom, bathroom, everything. Huh? Not joining at the time you want. Okay. Yeah, note down the problem now. Okay, have you gone through these equations? Let me ask you. N Sharan.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What is the equation for normal stress? Others, please look into your books.
Normal stress.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So, Chinmay Prasad, I answered. I don't know if you heard. My mic,
Yeah.
I think, was working.
Yeah, Chinmay, tell me.
Have you marked attendance for me, sir? I said present. I don't know if you.
No, why? You did not answer, I think.
Sir, I answered. I think my mic was not proper. I don't know.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Yeah. Sharon, what is the equation for normal stress? You have to be quick. Sharon, for attendance, you are so eager. What is the equation? Ajay Sunil?
P by A.
P by A. Okay. Yeah. Chandan Swarup. Nadilla, are you there? Okay. Anyway. Yeah. So these are the equations when you have BIM axial and torsional loads. Sigma is P by A, tau is 16T by pi dq. When bending stress, M by Z, shear stress is 16T by pi dq. When you have axial and bending, axial stress is P by A and bending stress is given by M by Z. So the total stress will be sum of axial and bending stresses. When you have axial, bending and torsion, all the three loads acting on a member, find out axial load, find out bending stress, axial stress, bending stress, sum of them will be the total stress. Tau is 16T by pi d cube, substitute them into the combined loading equation and get maximum and minimum principal stresses. This is what we need to do. Yeah, just note down a problem. A solid shaft is subjected to, it's essentially it is based on the torsion of shafts. Okay, a solid shaft is subjected to a solid shaft is subjected to a torsional moment of 1500 Newton meter. Torsional moment of 1500 Newton meter. Full stop. Find the necessary diameter. Find the necessary diameter of shaft. Find the necessary diameter of the shaft for an allowable shear stress of 60 megapascal. 60 megapascal. Full stop. Full stop. The allowable twist is the allowable twist is the allowable twist is 1 degree for a length of allowable twist is 1 degree for a length of 20 times the diameter. 20 times the diameter. Of the shaft. Take G is equal to 0.8 into 10 power 5 megapascal. 0.5 into 10 power 5 megapascal. Akram Anwar,
Yes, sir.
please read the problem. Others, please look into your books. Please read the problem, Akram.
A solid shaft is subjected to
Yeah. Not able to hear. Something wrong. Okay, anyway. Leave it, Akram. Akshay Jadhav, can you read? Akshat BS. Okay, anyway. Yeah, Sai Sumant,
Yes, sir.
read the problem.
Solid shaft is subjected to a torsional moment of 1500 Newton meter.
Okay.
Find the necessary diameter of the shaft for
Yeah.
an allowable shear stress of
60 megapascal.
60 megapascal. The allowable twist is 1 degree for a length of 20 times the diameter of the shaft.
Okay.
Take G equal to 0.8 into 10 power 5 megapascal.
Megapascal. Okay. We need to find out diameter of the shaft is what we need to find out. Okay. And it is given torsional moment as 1500 into 10 power 3 Newton millimeter. Okay. So by pure torsion equation, what is the equation that we have got? T by J is equal to tau by R is equal to G theta by L. correct? So using both angle of twist and also the polar section modulus, polar moment of inertia, right, we need to find out the diameters. So first we use the equation T by J is equal to tau by R equation. Okay, we are given with the shear stress 60 megapascal, then theta is 1 degrees for a length of 20 times the diameter. Length is 20 times the diameter he has given you. So torsional moment is given as 1500 Newton meter. So J is pi d4 by 32. T is shear stress is known and R is d by 2. And we have anyway straight away we have equation 16T by pi d cube after simplification. So therefore what you can do is how you can find out is 16 into, so substitute for torsional moment 1500 into 10 power 3 Newton millimeter divided by pi into d cube. And we know the value of shear stress to be, what is the value of shear stress given in the problem? 60 megapascal, correct? So substitute and get the diameter of the shaft. This is then using angle of twist equation, that is tau by R is equal to G theta by L. We know the value of G, modulus of rigidity given in the problem. Theta is 1 degree given in the problem. L is 20 times the diameter. R is d by 2. Shear stress is known 60 megapascal. Again find the diameter using angle of twist. Whichever the diameter is bigger, that is going to be the diameter of the shaft. Are you with me? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please calculate and let me know the diameter in each of the case. Anybody, any doubt? If you have, let me know.
So theta in radians or degrees?
Theta is 1 degree given in the problem, converted to radians by pi by 180. Okay. Calculate and let me know the values of diameter. Whenever angle is not accompanied by trigonometrical functions, convert it into radians. Okay, that is 1 degree is given.
Sir, is the diameter 134.517?
No, please check.
50.31.
50.3. Yeah, that is 50. Round it off to next higher value of next whole number 51 mm. Then from angle of twist equation, what is the diameter? What is the diameter with reference to angle of twist? Ritik Shah, are you present? Okay. Yeah, what is the value of diameter? I want answer from one of you.
Sir, the first D value is in meter or millimeter, sir?
Diameter 50 meter. If you take, what is going to be 50 meter? Any
No, sir,
imagination
you've
there?
written it there. Yes, sir. I'm just asking. You've written the mm, but
Newton meter, I have converted it into Newton millimeter by multiplying it by 10 power 3. So keep that in Newton millimeter. In megapascal, again it's Newton per mm square. Okay. G is again Newton per mm square. Correct?
okay, sir.
So what you get is millimeter only.
Yes, sir.
50 meters is too big, Chinmayi.
Yes, sir. The in
You
the
cannot
question
get
it was
such big shaft.
yes, sir.
Yeah. Convert always to Newton and millimeter. That will be easy to handle. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, yeah, there's no heading on the module coordinate. Put mask, put mask. No.
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me, Siddharth.
Sir, in the denominator, R is equal to D by 2 and L is equal to 20D. D gets cancelled, no, sir. So how can we find
do
D?
the equation.
That is the one thing. So in such case, what you can do is take out tau by R, use T by J. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Use T by J, then calculate.
You mean T by J is equal to G theta by L?
G theta by L, exactly, yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, one is with reference to stress, another is with reference to the twist. This will be there in both cases. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what is the diameter now? T by J is equal to G theta by L. Use that equation. And what is the value of D?
I'm getting 60.26 mm.
That's correct. 60.3. Take the next whole number, that is 61 mm. Always for all geometrical dimensions, round it off to next whole number. Unless otherwise it's a standard value. Okay. When it comes to design of shafts, okay, shaft diameters are standard. So you have to look into a table and then standardize the diameters, right? So all geometrical dimensions, not stress values. Geometrical dimensions, you round it off to next higher whole number. Okay? Finished now? Others finished?
Yes, sir.
We'll go to the next problem.
So 1 second.
So here we'll be considering the higher value of D only, no, sir?
Yeah, and here we have got one value as 51 mm, another value as 61 mm. We need to adopt the higher value of diameter for safer design. Okay, so here adopt D is equal to 61 millimeter. Just write that sentence. Adopt D is equal to 61 millimeter. Others, could you do it? We'll go to the next
Yes,
problem.
sir.
We'll go to the next problem. Note down. A bar of 50 mm diameter. A bar of 50 mm diameter a bar of 50 mm diameter fixed at one end, fixed at one end is subjected to a torsional load, of 1 kilonewton meter, that is 1 kNm. Torsional load of 1 kilonewton meter. 1 kilonewton meter. In addition to an axial pull of 15 kilonewton. In addition to an axial pull of 15 kilonewton. An axial pull of 15 kilonewton. Full stop. Determine principal stresses. Determine principal stresses. Determine principal stresses. Have you noted down? Noted the values? Noted the problem?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Charishma, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Please read the problem.
Sir, I couldn't hear you.
Please read the problem.
Yeah. A bar of 50 mm diameter fixed at one end is subjected.
Others, please look into your books. Yeah, please read, Charishma.
Yes, sir. A bar of 50 mm diameter fixed at one end is subjected to a torsional load of 1 kilonewton meter in addition to an axial pull of 15 kilonewton.
Okay.
Determine principal stresses.
Determine principal stresses. Okay. Yeah, please look into the screen there. So there's a bar of 50 mm diameter. Okay. Fixed at one end. So that is, this is a bar which is fixed at one end, and diameter of the bar is 50 mm given, is subjected to a torsional load, that is the value of T, torsional load of 1 kilonewton meter, in addition to an axial pull, okay, an axial pull of 15 kilonewton. That is the problem given. Correct? We need to find out sigma principal stresses, that is, I know the value of torsional moment given as 1 kilonewton meter. Always try to convert it into Newton millimeter. It will be easy to handle for you people. 1 into, from kilonewton to Newton, I will multiply it by 10 power 3. And from meter to millimeter, I multiply again it by 10 power 3. That will give me 1 into 10 power 3 into 10 power 3 Newton millimeter. That is equal to 1 into 10 power 6 Newton millimeter. Okay, that is the torsional load or torsional moment. Then it is also subjected to an axial load of 15 kilonewton. So convert this into Newton by what? By multiplying it by 10 power 3 Newton. That's the axial load. Diameter given is 50 millimeter. Correct? So it is subjected to a combined load of axial and also torsional loads. Right? So we need to find out what? Sigma 1, sigma 2 and tau max. These are the principal stresses that we need to find out. So what is the equation for sigma 1 comma 2? We have sigma 1 comma 2 is given by half of sigma plus or minus root sigma square plus 4 tau square. So how do we get the sigma here? It is subjected to an axial load. Okay, so therefore sigma is equal to P by area of cross section. What is P here? 15 into 10 power 3 divided by since it is circular cross section, area is going to be pi d square by 4, correct? Correct? Pi into 50 square by 4 will give me the value of sigma. Okay? Will give me the value of sigma. Then it is subjected to a torsional moment of 1 kilonewton meter. So therefore, tau is equal to 16t by pi d cube. We know that is equal to 16 into 1 into 10 power 6 divided by pi into diameter is 50 cube. So therefore, tau is equal to, you find out. So find out sigma, find out shear stress, substitute them into the combined loading equation and get the value of sigma 1 is equal to how much, and then sigma 2 is equal to how much. And third one is tau max is equal to sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2 is equal to how much. Could you understand how to solve this problem? Could you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Please find out sigma, shear stress, then maximum principal stress, minimum principal stress, and maximum shear stress. Please calculate and let me know the answer. Others, please involve. Others also, all of you, please involve and solve the problem. All of you, please involve. Find out these stress values. Pinto, Prayag, you're all there working?
Yes, sir.
Fine, fine. Rishi Dineshwar?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please work out. Let me know the answer. So these three will give me the values of sigma, tau 1, sigma 1. What is the value of sigma? I'm waiting for your answer.
So is it 7.63 Newton per millimeter?
Yeah, that's correct. 7.64 Newton per mm square is the value of sigma. Then what is the value of shear stress?
40.74.
40.76.
That's correct. 40.7 Newton per mm square. Sigma 1?
44.74.
44.67 is what I have got. Anyway, there can be minor difference. What is sigma 2?
Minus 37.1.
Okay, minus 37.1 Newton per mm square. And tau max?
40.91, sir.
That's correct.
40.9.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody? Any doubt in this? Anybody has got doubt in this? Those who could not do, please note down these values, equations, and answers. We'll take up the next problem. This was asked for 12 marks in January 2018 of VTU exam. Okay. Please note down. A circular rod of diameter 50 mm. A circular rod of diameter 50 mm is subjected to loads as shown in figure. Loads as shown in figure. Loads as shown in figure. Determine nature and magnitude of stresses at critical points. Determine nature and magnitude of stresses at critical points. At critical points. Please note down this sketch. It is 250 mm length. And one more thing is diameter 50 mm. Noted down? Finished?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, please, all of you, please look at the screen. Okay. So this is a member cantilever beam which is subjected to a combination of axial load. This is the transverse load 3 kilonewton and torsional moment of 1 kilonewton meter. Span or length of the beam is 250 mm given, and diameter of the cantilever beam is 50 mm, circular cross section. Okay. And here the critical points are A and B. Okay, when you have transverse load 3 kilonewton acting, so it will bend the member into something like this. Correct? Correct? The beam will get bent into something like this because of 3 kilonewton transverse load. when it gets bent in this fashion, so at point B, the type of stress induced is what? Is it tensile or compressive? Is it tensile or compressive? Yeah?
At point B, it is compressive.
At point B, it is compressive. Okay? And at point A, it is going to be what type of stress? Tensile stress. Okay. So these are the two critical points, A and B. Okay. So the axial stress does not change for both points A and B, but when it comes to the bending stress, it will vary from point A to point B, because point A is subjected to tensile stress, point B is subjected to compressive stress. And now we have axial stress given by sigma axial is equal to P by A, that is equal to 15 into 10 power 3 divided by pi d square by 4, correct? So that will give you sigma axial. Then, so it's going to be sigma axial at A, point A, that is also equal to sigma axial at point B. It's going to be same for both points A and B. Okay. Now, sigma bending. Next is sigma bending because of transverse load 3 kilonewton. What we have, the equation is M by section modulus. What is section modulus for a circular cross section given by? We have seen in the previous class. What is the equation? Yeah. Z is equal to
pi d cube by 32.
Pi d cube by 32. Okay. And M is what? M is
F into
force into perpendicular distance. Correct? F into L, that is equal to 3 into 10 power 3 Newton into length is 250 mm, and Z is pi into 50 cube by 32. You will get sigma bending at A to be positive value. Okay, and then sigma bending at point B is going to be compressive, so therefore it's going to be negative value. Are you with me now? Are you with me? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Going back to previous equations that we have taken, we have axial bending and torsion case. So sigma axial and sigma bending, the total stress is going to be sigma total is equal to sigma axial plus what? Sigma bending. Correct? Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have got sigma axial. So total stress, sigma total at point A is equal to sigma axial at A plus sigma bending at A. This is for point A, critical point A. Then sigma total at point B is equal to sigma axial at point B minus, because at point B it is compressive. So therefore, it's going to be minus sigma bending at point B. This is for critical point B. Are you there with me? Are you there? After that, we need to find out, of course, torsional tau is equal to 16t by pi d cube. We know how to solve this. That is 16 into 1 into 10 power 6 Newton millimeter divided by pi into 50 cube will give you the value of shear stress, which is going to be same for both point A and point B. Okay. So therefore, principal stress at A and then principal stress at point B, we need to find out. So principal stress at point A, sigma 1 comma 2 at A is half of sigma total at A plus or minus root sigma total. Okay, what is the equation for total stress? Sigma square plus 4 tau square, correct? So find out sigma 1, sigma 2 at critical points A. Similarly, find out principal stresses at point B, at critical point B. Are you with me now? Are you with me? So first is for 15 kilonewton load, find out axial stress, which is going to be same for both point A and point B. So therefore, whatever that you get here, what is that you get here? 15 into 10 power 3 by pi d square by 4, we will get 7.64 Newton per mm square. Correct? So that's going to be same for both critical points A and B. Then bending stress when it comes to M is F into perpendicular distance. Find out that. Z you find out, get the value of bending stress, which is going to be positive value at A and negative value at B. Get sigma total at A, sigma total at B, and then find out principal stress at A and B. Please note down this much. Please note down this much now. Please note down. Can anyone give me sigma bending at A?
61.146.
Excellent, correct. 61 point. I got 1. Okay, I'll just take it as 61.1 megapascal. And bending at point B is minus 61.1.
Minus 60.
Yeah. Excellent. So what you do is, all of you please calculate, and in Google Classroom, type the values of principal stress at A and principal stress at B. Okay. This is going to be your multiple choice question like. Okay. Please type your answers in Google Classroom before today. Okay. All of you have noted down this up to this?
1 minute.
Finished? Finished? Please type your answers into Google Classroom.